So here is something lighthearted. I think today's show has been mostly lighthearted, apart from a couple of that Hindutwadi guy who threatened me. Um, you mentioned that Muslims love to talk about revert. They love to use the word revert. So what that basically means, that means everyone is a born Muslim. It's the upbringing and the childhood indoctrination of other cultures, including atheism, is what makes them non-Muslim. Otherwise, if we had a baby born in a jungle, he'd grow up to be a Muslim. That's what they say. So that's why when a Christian or an atheist or whatever, when he converts to Islam, they don't say convert, they say revert, because you were a Muslim.
Your natural disposition was to be a Muslim. You're inherently, naturally, your disposition is Islam, and as a Muslim from when you're born. That's how every perfect human is created before we get corrupted.
Exactly. So this is going back and when you coin terms that are not well thought out of, then they can be used against you. So by the way, and this is no joke, we have I did talk about it that Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, two of the richest men on earth, were at least agnostics, if not atheists. I think Warren Buffett is, but I think Bill Gates clarified. He said, "I'm not atheist, but I don't belong to any religion." So he's an agnostic, atheist, whatever. So we're like, oh, we've got the two of the richest men on our side, and they happen to be one of the biggest philanthropists as well. So in your face, all those who say that, oh, if you remove religion, then you can't do charity. So in your face. But Nuria, this is a huge win for all of us. Another one, big one. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, sure. What happened?
We have a new ex-Muslim. And that not atheist, an ex-Muslim. And not just any ex-Muslim. Not some pesky celebrity, like who's the guy who played in Marvel, the Kumail Nanjiani guy. He was in the latest Marvel movie. Not that guy. He's an atheist as well. He's an ex-Muslim atheist as well.
He's an ex-Muslim. Yeah,
but that's way too low in compared to what I'm about to tell you. The world's richest man, Elon Musk, is an ex-Muslim atheist. Do you want the evidence?
Yeah.
Look at this. Our Saudi brother. He said, "You won't die before your day, Elon." Muslims love to say that.
How wise.
Yeah. What a look. Sorry.
You don't die until you die.
That is unbelievable. I'm converting to Islam. What an amazing gem.
Me too, mate. Sign me up.
So he says, "You won't die before your day, Elon." By the way, this is a common saying amongst Muslims, because they say that when a baby is born, it is determined how many days he's going to live and how much food he's going to consume. He can't consume any atom,
an iota,
extra.
A morsel more than what was written. Yeah, it's like your entire fate is sealed. The way the angel of death is going to come and take you, that day is written. The way you'll die is written. Everything.
By the way, before you're actually born, it's just after you're conceived. So at that time, the angel is already writing your good and bad deeds in advance. So it's like, where's the free will in this?
Including whether you're going to be a heathen or not. Literally,
yeah, exactly.
Good or bad, or go to heaven or hell. So what is this all for?
So put it this way. So when you and I were in our mother's wombs, when our mom and dad had their
a nice evening, yeah.
I was trying to find more crude words, but less crude, not crude enough. But anyway, so yeah, when there
was nothing on telly that night.
or no, my parents were in Pakistan, so probably they had a power blackout
on the radio. Oh, power blackout. The light went.
Yeah. Because a lot of times in Pakistan, a lot of people say that why Pakistan's population is so high is because of power blackout. Because it gets really hot. There's a power blackout and there's no aircon, there's nothing. So they wake up and because of the heat, and then they say, "Well, what are we going to do now? We're already awake, so may as well." so maybe that's what happened in my case. But so at that time, when our parents were having a nice evening.
Yeah. Let's move past this part.
Then then it was being decided that this angel was writing down that you, and in my case, I am going to be doing what I'm doing right now. So where's my choice? Where's the choice in this?
Yeah.
So if I revert, or in my case, it would be a reversion. If I do revert back to Islam, but even then, that's already written down. Everything's already written. Where's my free will? There's no free will in Islam. So they talk crap. This is the massive circular reasoning in Islam. But anyway, so that's why he was mentioning that to our
Elon.
latest ex-Muslim, Elon. So Elon says, anyhow, you are or were a unique figure in this world. I don't understand the were part behind this. Were.
I know.
He still is, you muppet. Anyway, so you are a unique figure in this world. I'm only wondering one thing. As a genius, okay, so let's just butter him up a little bit.
Oh, okay. And he's probably saying you were, because now I know that you don't believe in Islam. So you're not a unique figure for me anymore.
Yeah. Good point. Possibly. As a genius, but let's still butter him up, because otherwise he ain't going to respond. And this guy's only got 10,000 followers. He's got less than me. No, 100,000, I think. He's got a blue tick. So he's probably Saudi motivational speaker. How to keep your wife happy if you don't let her get out of the house.
How to not let women drive until 2021 or some crap like that.
Something like that. But anyway, so as a genius, haven't you found out that there is a great creator of this world yet? If you did, make sure you confess this before your last heartbeat. Bless you. The Dava, the sneaky Dava, he's like, yeah, may as well just give it to him. This basically happened because a lot of Saudis got their attention towards him, because this is the time when he was doing the threatening to buy Twitter, and we know there's a 10% stake in Twitter by a Saudi stake in Twitter and all that. So he goes, thank you for the blessing, Muhammad, but I'm okay with going to hell. Hey, Elon, you and I are gonna be the bro.
See that?
If that is indeed my destination, since the vast majority of all humans ever born will be there. So he is saying, well, I'm happy to go there, and said quite a deep, like it's the same thing. Like in those who are those who have thought about this, and yes, you don't become Elon Musk without some deep thinking. So I'm sure
also, Mohammed, you might want to join us in hell, because if there's anyone that will get us out of hell, it will be Elon developing the rocket to send us to somewhere else before anyone else.
And we need Elon, or innovators like Elon, because he might find a way to turn down the temperature of hell.
Yeah.
He might invent an aircon.
Between him and actual Nikola Tesla being in hell, we're okay.
Yeah, I think we'd be better there. But now you might be wondering, well, hang on a second, how is that? If anything, he might be an agnostic atheist. How did you bring that? But he was a Muslim. Muslims say that everyone's a born Muslim. So he was a Muslim when he was born. So he left Islam. Therefore, he's an ex-Muslim. So I think we get that. I hope you don't take this joke too seriously, but yeah, he's on our side, so that's good to know. But I think we should send him. We should try to approach him. Having Elon Musk on your end, all he has to do is like, don't waste my time. What do you want? $10 million here. Get out. Oh,
literally, yeah.
Should have asked for more.
Yeah.
We can fund our movement for next 100 years.
We'd have to do it at night. Apparently he sleeps all day and is awake all night, so he's like flipped the day on its head technically. But also, yeah, I've been watching a supervillain or superhero Elon Musk documentary, so I have a couple of thoughts about people say, actually, people that work for him, like they massively fear him when they say like Elon's coming today, or Elon's going to be at this factory or whatever's happening. Like they actually they soil their pants in a way. And yeah, apparently like sitting in a meeting with him, he's effing and blinding like every other word. So yeah, I'm kind of unpacking Elon these days, watching a couple of documentaries. But yeah, no doubt. I mean, the man has changed the trajectory of human history for sure.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's not a boss, so we can't really tell how he would be. But usually, I remember when I used to work, so anytime when a big boss, like a director or, and probably, we were never visited by a CEO, but by regional directors and people who report to CEO, to the CEO. Every time they came, our managers were afraid as well, and they would make sure everything's fine and they don't notice anything. And then but the executives, when they did come to the floor, they would be very nice. So it'd be like, but our manager, center manager, would say, well, no, but that's not how they are in boardroom meetings, because obviously it's a different environment there. But yeah, look, I'm pretty sure he'd be pretty tough. He did say, because a lot of people were threatening to leave Twitter if he did buy Twitter, because they were saying that they didn't like his authoritarian approach, and people were saying, well, and most of these people probably wouldn't know personally either. They would have heard these rumors as well. So, and he did say, well, wherever I go, I change the culture and the attitude towards work. I focus on hard work and blah blah blah. Oh no, he actually said that. Oh, he actually pulled Muhammad.
Did
No,
he?
he actually pulled the Quran. You know how the Quran says that Allah doesn't burden you with something that you can't carry. It's a
Yeah.
Quranic verse.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Elon said that I never. I'm paraphrasing. He tweeted. He said, I never make people do what I can't do or don't do myself, or what I
Yeah.
don't put myself through. So,
Praise Allah.
for example, like if I have a 14-hour work day, that's what he would say. So it's like, okay, so if you have a 14-hour day, big deal, get over it.
Well, there's actually this really real quick. There's that really interesting incident he talks about when he was going with I forget who it is, but somebody else, one of his top dogs and like they're really good friends. They went to Russia, and he was trying to buy a rocket off the Russians, and they went into this meeting. And obviously, Elon's like general like stature and demeanor is quite relaxed, so he was probably just like in a t-shirt and slacks. And the Russians obviously take this really seriously if you're meeting like government officials or, you know, like rocket dealers. So the man was all completely like smartly dressed to the nines. And he kind of took offense to Elon's like, you know, kind of blasé attitude. And eventually the meeting was pretty tense, but the Russian ended up spitting on Elon's shoe. So Elon
Oh, like as in,
he spat on his shoe.
like in contempt, or
Yeah. And like,
oh,
who do you think you are coming here to try and buy a rocket and like you're dressed like this and you're not? This is not done in Russia this way, kind of thing. So his friend stayed there, but Elon left the room straight away, and
yeah.
the guy said that by the time like Elon went back to his hotel room, by the time his friend caught up with him and he was back in the hotel, Elon had already designed the plans for the rocket himself. He was like, "Bun this, I'm going to do it myself." And in that time, he had already developed the plans and put them onto paper. So, I mean, the guy is next level genius.
Yeah, but some people say that these guys are narcissists as well, and
I
you know
mean,
what? Which is fair enough. A lot of people say that to be a CEO or a leader of a successful company, you need a bit of narcissism. But you need that extra bit of self-belief. You need that. I'm going to rub that in your face. I think you need that, because if he was an ordinary man, then every ordinary person would be who he is.
well,
So
it's a lot of things. Yeah.
people, again, I know you don't like him, and I don't like him either. But people make fun of Trump as well. People say, and I hate his politics as well, and I hate the guy's a douche. But he's no idiot. Trump is not an idiot. Trump, what was that? What's that annual dinner thing that they do?
Oh yeah,
House
when
of
they
State
bring
dinner,
comedians and stuff as
State of the
well.
House dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when was it? 2014 or 15 or something, when 13 or something, when Obama just was cracking jokes at Trump, and he was sitting there, and a lot of people said afterwards, they said that was the day when Trump decided that I'm going to be the president. So that joke, when he was insulting him, I think Obama said something like, "Oh, you know, you're all concerned about firing people. You're fired. You're fired." It was a reference to that apprentice jibe. So, but Trump said that. Obama said that. But I'm here worried about creating new jobs for people. And people were laughing, and he was making jokes, and that was post birth certificate issue and whatever. So Trump was just sitting there, but this guy's ego must be so big, and he said, "I'm gonna screw you. I'm gonna be the president." So and he proved them, and it did become. a president. So even now, people who just don't poke the bear, you know, and these kind of people draw this motivation. And I think to some extent we all do. To some extent, like I mean, the more these people tell me, like for example, I'm going to eat a beefsteak. This is my level. That's how I draw motivation. But anyway, so these guys are big guys, and of course they didn't get there as any. It's no accident that they're there. So, but at a smaller level, us when we look up and we go, he's a narcissist.
Why do we talk like that?
Well, I don't know why do we talk like that, but a lot of us do.
But yeah, he's also been like, he was really bullied in his childhood as well. All of these things add to, you know, who you are as a person and how it outplays. And I'm not sure, I don't quote me on this, but I thought he's got like I don't know if he's on the spectrum or he's got Asperger's or I don't know what. But anyway, there's obviously there's layers to every personality. If you like these videos and want to support me in my activism, then you can support me on Patreon or PayPal. Stay free, everyone.